Some really, really great action today in ES. We came into the session wanting to see how price action reacted versus this near-term range high, this intermediate term range high. You can see the red zone here on my 15-minute chart, essentially ahead of CPI during the pre-market prep live stream. I mentioned the importance of the reaction to this known area of resistance. Anytime price, even though bulls are in control this week, anytime price is coming into a known area of resistance, we want to see how it's going to react there. I'd mentioned I'm going to be cautious with any trades in this zone, much like I was with any trades down through here. Anytime we're into those key pivots, those known kind of edges of a range, you want to be cautious. It's just wise to be a little bit cautious, take it a little bit slow, and see how price is going to trade versus that zone. You definitely don't want to get caught in some type of breakout trade here. You don't want to get caught trading the news on the wrong side of that. You just want to relax essentially and see how price is going to react. So what we had following CPI right through here, an initial move lower. The levels I had mentioned were 48.20 and 4800, assuming sellers do materialize here. A nice bounce versus that 4800. This was my main play of the session. There was a 20-point bounce here. I caught about 10 points of that bounce. That's my main play of the day. From there, pretty much done for the day for the most part. Following that move, you do have a higher low right through here, but take a look. Price still coming into that prior day high, still struggling in that known area of resistance. So price rolls over. We test the prior day low. We test some of the lower reference points of the range, the 47.75 level. If you guys have been paying attention for the past couple of weeks, you know that that level is the near-term volume point of control, or rather the intermediate-term volume point of control. That just means that most of the volume from this intermediate term range has transacted at 47.75. Those are going to be significant levels because they will usually act as areas of support and resistance. If you take a look at this hourly chart, where did we bounce? Directly versus that 47.75. So pretty nice action today. Quite an active day, most definitely. There was absolutely something for everyone. Doesn't matter what strategies you trade. There was some opportunities for today's session. Now, as far as tomorrow, it's kind of the more important thing here. What are we looking at tomorrow? Today is done. What kind of action can we expect tomorrow? Well, if we zoom out, price is still pretty much in that intermediate term range here. We've been trading within this range since about December 14th. So going on almost a month, pretty much trading at the same levels, right? And so I'm going to be treating this as such. I'm going to be treating it as a range. More specifically, I'm going to be focused kind of on the past 3 days of action right through here. So 47.75, definitely a significant level up into pretty much this red zone up through here where selling should be expected. We do have PPI tomorrow. We do have earnings season kicking off with the banks. I really want to see if buyers are going to continue to show follow through on this afternoon rally. That's pretty much going to be the main watch, of course, depending on what type of action we have in the overnight session. But 48.20, 48.30, all of this zone up here will kind of be the primary watch tomorrow morning. Of course, depending, again, on how active the overnight session is. Now, we do have 4,800 as definitely an important level in this kind of 3-day range here, as well as the 47.75. So primarily, we'll be working with those levels based on where we're at right now into the close. I expect it to kind of be that 48.20 area. We'll see. As always, I'll go ahead and share a complete game plan with the live stream in the morning. But yeah, great action today. Near-term range is the primary structure at play. Let's take a look at NQ. Very similar here. So we've been working with this 16,800 level as a strong reference point. It was a level we traded against yesterday during Wednesday's session, holding as support. Again, today. So very similar setup here in NQ. You can treat this again just as kind of a near term range right through there. So we're talking about 16,800 to 17K. We want to see on NQ if buyers are going to go ahead and step up through this 17K level and maybe show some continuation through that CPI high. Pretty straightforward stuff. We're just looking to assess the appetite of risk for buyers following the most recent move, which is this afternoon rally, right? So it should be pretty straightforward. As far as individual names, we actually do have a handful of individual names on watch today. The scans came back with CRM. So looking at a second day play here in CRM, this is breaking out today. Big volume on the session for today. So looking for a continuation move there in CRM. We also have DocuSign. This came with some news into the close here. Posted this in the chat this afternoon. News into the close. Once again, looking for a second day play here on DocuSign. So we want to see if buyers are going to continue to step up in that one. And then we also have Uber. There's a daily breakout. So good volume as of late. We want to see if this is actually going to trigger the breakout. Main watch, as always, is going to be the index and index plays. Take a look at SPY today versus the posted levels. Get into the intraday chart here. Right there, there's our R1 from, again, the pre-market prep live stream. Price can knock it over that R1 level, resistance level, rolls over. We have a test, no real bid into S1, no real bid versus that CPI low, right? And we come into the prior day low, eventually, again, rolling over into our S2 level. So these levels are important no matter what you're trading. You want to know what levels you're watching, what levels you want to be transacting at. That's why I always am posting these levels during the live stream and during the, or with rather, with the pre-market prep notes. Know your levels, know where you want to transact, know the location of the stock or the product that you are trading in reference to the bigger picture setup. That's going to save you a lot of headache. So I hope everyone had a great day. Hope everyone was able to come away from today green. If you have any questions, feel free to shoot me a direct message in the Traders Think Tank. Otherwise, I'll see you tomorrow morning for the pre-market prep live stream. Once again, looking at ES 4820, likely going to be the main level. Look at this move into the close here. 15-point move into the close here. Pretty nice on ES. All right, guys. Have a good afternoon. Have a good evening. I'll see you tomorrow morning. Later.